the reason why I say most women aren't mature in another way is because they're stuck to that superficial style of thinking. There
Mm-hmm.
are women, if you are, you know, paying attention to certain areas of your life, are more attracted to an ugly provider, an ugly dominant male than a attractive, shallow, and weak male. If you look at the way women start to become disgusted and the way they start to use men of a certain type, it's because they're growing up and realizing that this is like where women start going after other men's husbands, and they'll this is why the saying exists where it's like a woman will take your man. This is what we got to get back to. This is what we got to get back to be honest. It's women understanding that, Shan, you were right. Women are hypergamous, but hypergamy goes back to your most basic instinct as a woman, survival. All
Mm-hmm.
right. It is not about how cute a man is or whether he has a beard or not. Is he capable of facilitating a dream, maintaining a household so I may survive when those bombs drop? That's it.
So,
So,
so
and I want to ask a
I,
question too, because I'm in this situation. Let me just tell you, I have a question, Mike. But go ahead.
yeah, I just want to address that. I think sometimes we conflate superficial with like the biological necessity of attraction, right? Because there is a biological function to the things that we're programmed to be attracted to,
Mhm.
right? Height typically means more security, more protection, right? A certain like weight to him also insinuates the same thing. Good skin, good hygiene typically means a good immune system, right? And then let's also not forget that like the desire to have sex, point blank and period, right? Like that is what attraction is about, is the that urge to want to procreate. Sure, we've turned sex into a fun time thing because it feels good. Cool, moving on, right? But its biological need is to procreate, and if you do not feel that desire to procreate with somebody, then like what are we really talking about? If you're going to talk about baseless, attraction is a huge part of that biological need between men and women, which is why men are attracted to the things that they're attracted to physically in women.
Yeah, it's like almost impossible for us to long term have sex with somebody we're not physically attracted to. Our body won't work.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You might be able to
And,
do
and,
it
and,
once.
and that's and you're a sexual creature. Imagine a woman and she's not attracted to you physically, dude.
Well, that's what we're saying. Like,
That's a love baby.
women. I think if we're gonna talk, you know how women say they mature faster than men do. That's only in a certain area of their brain. The reason why I say most women aren't mature in another way is because they're stuck to that superficial style of thinking. There
Mm-hmm.
are women, if you are, you know, paying attention to certain areas of your life, are more attracted to an ugly provider, an ugly dominant male than a attractive, shallow, and weak male. If you look at the way women start to become disgusted and the way they start to use men of a certain type, it's because they're growing up and realizing that this is like where women start going after other men's husbands, and they'll this is why the saying exists where it's like a woman will take your man. Because don't let, and your mama even told you, don't let women in your house to see how your husband moves and watch him doing all these manly things, because that's her nature coming out saying, "Oh God, look at how he do this. Look at how he take care of his kids. Look at how he lift that thing." You're wired to say, "I'm attracted to his manliness, not his superficial." I had a girl. This is probably disgusting. That used to lay up under me and like I swear she would like smell my armpit, but she said that was sexy because it's manly that I've been working all day. That let me know that a woman that's really in tune with her nature, right? She was like a daddy's girl type and said she used to do that with her father, but that told me that's a woman's nature to just be attracted to manliness, not necessarily superficial things like looks and all of that. That means she's more so trying to do what men do.
I
So
think they disagree with you looking at their face, Drew.
well,
Well, no, they're not all armpit sniffers. I'm not saying that.
well, that's where your pheromones are the strongest, right? And like even that, a man's scent is biological, right? You are women, not just women.
Like baccarat.
People are attracted to pheromones that signal the opposite immune system, and that's not for themselves. It's actually for their children, the next generation, right? That they have a stronger immune system when you have two different immune systems combined, right? But when we talk about the physicality, that's a huge part about the biology of it, right? Pretty privilege exists. It gives you an edge up. So you want to mate with somebody more attractive to give your next generation a leg up. Like I get being overly superficial and not like sticking to a particular beauty standard and not opening up to see and questioning, am I attracted to other things? Is there some negotiation in what I'm attracted to? I think that's different when people are rigid. But let's not forget the biological necessity of why attractiveness is important, right?
Yeah. So
There's the physiological, there's the social,
mhm,
anthropological part of it. Like there's so many other aspects to why attraction is important. It's not
yeah.
just superficial.
So yeah, I think the women that do it correctly are selectively superficial. They aren't looking for, like, I think women aren't married now because everybody's looking for the total package male, which is obvious. Like Shan said, everybody going after the same man. Ooh, girl, look at his beard. He bearded. It connects all the way. He got a good job. He drives this certain car. He dressed. He wear these clothing brands. That's what they're doing. Women that are selectively superficial will literally take one thing. So when you're talking about your kids, like look at and this is a man, look at LeVar Ball. He went up, he said he went up to his wife because she was tall and said, I want basketball players. Most women actually do that. So some of these NBA players and NFL, they are ugly as hell. But because they're athletic, the woman's like, I'm getting on that train. Athletic with money, resources, athletic, get on that train. So it's that's I get that some women win when they're just selectively superficial and it's like he has two of the five things, I'll take it. But women fail when they try to do that across the board, 5-star, all-star type dude.
But I think too, I think that we think so. Think so much about athletes, especially. I'm just talking about the guy, like you may say, an attorney. He's got the suit on. You know, he's an attractive guy. Plus, he has a good, decent job. I'm talking about that guy. I ain't talking about the tattooed basketball player. And in the 20s, I guess those girls kind of go after those guys.
Mhm.
But I'm talking about the everyday, like you can go and see this guy downtown somewhere. He's attractive. He's a decent looking guy. He keeps his figure up. He's like that bachelor. You ever seen Boomerang before? Eddie Murphy was that bachelor. He had a great
Oh
job.
yeah.
Nice looking guy, groomed
Look,
nicely. I'm talking about
I
that.
modeled my apartment after yeah, when I
Mark,
moved to Houston in the Galleria, I'm talking about I was like, this apartment about to look like Marcus from Boomerang.
Let
For
me just
sure.
say this. When you mentioned, and this is off the topic real fast, when you mentioned the girl was under your arm, I used to date this cardiologist, y'all. And I used to think that every time he laid his head down, he was listening to my heart to see how fat my heart was.
Girls are
I
goofy,
want to
man.
be listening to my heart to see if I'm out of shape.
And
every
that just reminds me of Jeffrey Dahmer because that's what he did too.
No, this
Like
guy was a cardiologist. So
no,
I mean,
I
he
know, but it's just like
gave
instantly.
my heart. And he's probably like, oh, girl, you need to go get it.
Wait,
Like,
why did
Oh well.
cardiologists come with quotations?
I'm joking.
because she says she only dated. Well, every story is a doctor, so she had to.
I love it is something about a man coming home saying, baby, I saved a life today. Really? Okay. Jump on that.
Don't you tell the
Okay.
police officer.
I love me a doctor, honey.
Have
Those stories are crazy.
That is definitely my weakness.
Have y'all ever
What?
like heard one of your friends list and been like, you don't qualify for that? Have you ever like told a girl that?
They never told him. They never told him. They
Well,
thought it.
you know what? But I don't have. I think our clique is pretty. I mean, they live within there. I don't think that they are out. Nobody's looking for, because even if you look at my friends, most of my friends are married. If you look at their husbands at the Christmas party, they marry men that are, I would say that right. So nobody's thinking like, ooh,
Pretty equally.
most of my friends are married or have been married, so it's not like they're just aiming outside of there.
So
'Cause
women don't say it outright, but they'll ask each other questions like, do you think that man is looking for you? Like, are you the type of woman he's looking for? Or like, I don't know, maybe you should reconsider your type kind of thing. So we'll have the conversation. It may not be as explicit as men would like us to have that conversation.
Yeah. Like, girl, now you know you can't get that man. Sit down.
Yeah, what you're basically asking them, Marcus, the same thing as if they tell their friends to lose weight so they can get a man.
I
Hell
have
no.
told my friend that she was gaining weight, but I found out she was pregnant.
How did you go about that though, by the way?
You? And she was like, "You think so?" And she got excited when I said, I was like, and she's like, "I'm pregnant." I was like, ah. So that worked out well, but
Wait, so how did you approach it? Let's say for someone who has a friend. Like I have no idea how you would say that.
you would for me, I play around with my friends like that because I would want my friends to tell you if you see Tan, if you ever see me gaining weight and I'm falling off, you better call me.
Tell you.
Shantae, I love you, boo, but you're getting a little. I want
Oh, y'all friendship is
and let me
cute.
tell you the reason why. Because it's easy to stop it in its tracks and get it back right than get too sloppy and then it's hard to go back. Stop me when you see a pound too. If it's starting to show, boo, thank you, because I'm headed to the gym like right now.
And you're not
So you would just let them know.
if you don't.
Me and Tan that's how we do.
I have a
Don't
twin,
say
so
she
she'll tell
knows.
me straight up, but
But the day after the baby was born, she still looked pregnant. I was like, this is the one that's done it. This is the baby that's changed her for good.
Oh,
She
she's
lost
like
it in 2 weeks. She lost it quick as hell. I was like,
She can lose it. She can lose the weight. I'm telling you. I was
she lost
pregnant
it so fast.
and I had a size 2 dress in my closet that I made the mistake of putting on. At this point, I don't remember how long, maybe a month or week, who knows how long, but it was a short period of time. I made the mistake of putting that stupid dress on and couldn't get it past my hips. And I cried and I cried. And it sounds silly, but I was devastated that
Yeah.
dress.
So let's just take Tan is a tiny girl. She's a tiny woman. And so she's talking about super tiny, like teenage high school tiny, like Tan.
But I'm just saying, to your point, to your wife's point, it is possible to lose the weight after the baby because I gained a lot of weight. I gained 40 pounds when I was pregnant.
That's normal though.
Is it?
You probably what you like 5'1", 5'2", 4'11",
Not 4'11", 5'1".
5'1", 117 pounds.
She's small.
Yeah,
I'm a little bit more than that.
40 pounds. That's a lot for
Yeah,
that frame. I give it
I
to you.
mean, I'm
You
more
just flat
now,
out
but
asking her weight. I'm just amazed right now.
know.
Like, damn, he think he gonna get an answer too.
Regardless, she's tiny. Like I'm gonna tell
Trigger
you.
Mike, if you wasn't Trigger Mike be ruining game, bro. He was there. God dang.
Y'all don't follow her on IG or something and get out
Trigger
my face.
Mike, bro. You are
He's
not
not
good
really
at this.
on social media like that.
Marcus, I'll be your wingman if we ever go somewhere, dog. Trigger Mike trash.
Yeah, I'm the worst. I'm the worst, bro. I'll cut you in spades in real
Marcus
life.
was right there. She was gonna answer. She's smiling. I'm like, she looking cute. She looking good.
Look.
And then here go Trigger Mike. You asking her weight?
Your ass up.
Going, nigga.
No.
You know what my
I'm
next
okay.
joke about
My
to be.
God.
How a virgin gonna help you get some ass? Stop it, Sissy. Stop it.
Easy. I can't smash, but he can.
I can't either.
He talking about he a better wingman.
I am. You're gonna be like, oh, he's spitting game to you just in case you didn't know. Like, why are you
Nah.
telling her this?
Nah.